So, we're starting a new season, and you're going to come to the bulletin board. These will be your dailies. This is your long term. These are the ones we're going to discuss. This is how you fill this up here. Here is the thing I would suggest doing first. The first one is do the minors. Then, if you need to, do the fishing. These are the two, that's what I got my most drops from the fastest. What these do is, when you get to your first one, it gives you 3 honeybee lures. Those will raise your chances dramatically of capturing these two bees. And so this one is normally found chopping trees in Bahari Bay. However, if you use the bee lure, it doesn't matter where you are, it's going to pull them. This one is chopping trees in Kilima. You'll notice both of these are chopping trees. So, if you lay down your bug lure, your honeybee lure near trees in either of these locations, you're going to typically attract both. Where I like to go is right in these trees right here at Maji's Hollow. There's been reports of people getting some of them getting a good catch here and around the water, but everything that I got was right here, and I got most of my bees totally in one game day. Then, the next thing you want to do, for the dusk-winged butterfly, this one is very specific. The best time to grab this little beggar is around 6 to 8 a.m. in the morning game time. Alright? As it already says, it's found around the Dragon Shrine. But 6 to 8 a.m. is, I've noticed that I seem to get more of them. You will notice that this one is a star. Okay? I collected almost 100 of the normal before I got 12 Duskwing. So it's about a 2 to 1 average. Okay. I say 100. It was a lot of them. But these are, I would say, maybe a 5 to 1. You'll get 5 of these, 5 normal to 1 star. The thing you need to watch for is the blue butterfly and that it's sparkling. The way to raise your chances of this is to make yourself about 4 or 5 honey traps and set off your the little honey trap that brings in the insects. Again, the location that I got the best out of was right here in this 5H area. Set it as close as you can to a tree and it will raise your chances. So if you do the mining and get that put in, then that's going to give you the honeybee lures. Hang on. Okay. That's going to give you the honeybee lures to get your bees. Then use your honey traps that you make with your recipe to lure in the butterflies. Alright. These guys here, they're typically caught in the day. And let me pull this up. Okay, in the day, the pier at Whispering Banks, the river near Enar's Cave, and the river behind the inn. Those are some of the best places. The pupfish is using glowworms. There's some debate as to whether it is better at night or day. I figure if I'm using a glowworm, maybe night might give me a better catch ratio, but that's just conjecture. Supposedly you can catch them at all hours, and specifically near Enar's Dock or the southern coast area in Killama, and it seems to raise a chance if you're in a hot fishing area. The stickleback is an uncommon. Again, you're using worms as bait. They're active during the morning and day between 3 a.m. and 6 p.m. And so I would say the 3 a.m. until, say, 6 or 7 a.m. would probably be your top bet, and then 4 to 6 p.m. as the sun goes down is your second. In between is probably a hit and miss. All right. Anything that you catch has a chance to drop blue eggs. When mining, any node that you mine has a chance to drop green eggs. Of course, iron bars, you go to Bahari, you mine the iron, and then turn them into bars. You may be able to buy the bars at the blacksmith, the same as the stone slabs. White stone, of course, you get in the Elderwood areas, and then you process that to stone blocks with your recipe. Onyx is a very rare drop from copper, silver, copper and silver nodes in the Kilma area primarily. Hunting drops red eggs. Your Muhan meat comes in Bahari Bay. Your waveback Ogopu scale is in the Elderwood, typically near the Dasmir stables, that big marshy area back over on the northwest region of the Elderwoods. That's where you'll find a lot of them. Spotted Chapa is mostly in Bahari Bay, out in the open areas. And then, of course, we covered the bugs, and the yellow eggs drop from them. That is about it. And hopefully that will help you get your stuff. As you see, I've already got my bug catchers, my miners. I'm now working on the hunters and then the fishing. So there you go. Enjoy. I hope that that's been helpful. And moving on.